What's up, YouTubers? Jonny DIY here. Today we're going to be talking about how to check and replace your struts. Now these are the MacPherson style struts that have the spring that goes around them, and these can be kind of trickier to check without removing them from the actual car and taking the spring off and just checking the play on the actual strut. So what we're gonna do is remove this one. So this is on the 97 Rav4, and here's inside under the hood. The strut mounts to the inside of the car from the strut mounts. Go ahead and get your ratchet or your breaker bar on these top three. These are 14s. Just break them loose. And then we'll go down to the bottom and break those two big ones and take those ones off. Then we can take out the whole assembly and start compressing the spring to take the strut out of that spring assembly. Alright. I want to take these ones all the way off until I get the bottom ones loosened up. Alright, so these are 19s right here. And go ahead and loosen up your, sometimes there's a bracket assembly here. Loosen that up just so you don't damage that at all. Put your socket and your wrench on it. Loosen these two up. These out. Keep your nuts together. Nut and bolt together. Go ahead and spray these with some WD-40 maybe the day before or in the morning before you work on it. It'll make them come loose easier. So now that that one's done, come back up to the top, loosen these off all the way, and that's like all that's going to be holding it in. We should be able to just pull it out. See, it's starting to fall down. Should just come off right away now. Oh, there we go. See, now it just drops down after you get that last one off. And the whole assembly is just going to pull right out, along with the spring and everything. Go ahead and support your something underneath your control arm too. I went ahead and just wedged it back underneath the control arm, because without the strut in here, there's going to be nothing to support the control arm and your half shaft. Out. See now, whole thing comes right out. Alright, so here's our whole strut assembly with the spring on it still. And the strut mount is here, right here at the top. And now we're going to want to compress this spring, and we'll be able to pop this little cap off on top. And there's another bolt that's holding the strut mount on. And don't take this off before you compress the spring, because this is under tons of pressure. And if you were to do this, this thing could just explode off and kill you. You know, theoretically. Well, actually it could. And you want to get your set of spring compressors. I went ahead and rented these at AutoZone for about, I think, $60, and they give it to you all back after you return them. And you can buy these at Harbor Freight or any, online or something. And make sure you get a set that has these little safety locks that go around the spring like that. See, and that'll make it a lot safer. Yeah. The lock's on. Just click in. Go ahead and tighten it down a little bit just so it'll stay on from moving around while you orient the other one. Like I said, you're going to want to get this, 180 degrees on the other side. Tighten this down. Alright, so it took some doing, but go ahead and keep on tightening until this seat right here at the bottom, see the spring rides on the seat, it's going to loosen up, start moving around. It might also do that on the top. So now we can take off this top cap. It pops off. It's going to be another size 19. Just one on there. And then this, once I loosen up this, now this top, this is the strut mount. As I suspected, you can see that? All that strut mount is just fried. See, the rubber's just falling apart. So then, like, see, the whole spring comes off from around the strut. Be careful of this spring. It's like a loaded gun right now. So let's see. Let's compress these babies down, and we'll see how they shoot back up. Well, they're not moving back up at all. And I'll show you the new ones. The new ones don't, I mean, they spring, for struts in the front, they don't spring back up really pressure like a shock, but they have more, they're meant for more up and down really fast with the front end, with the suspension. So look, this one's not even coming back on its own. That means this one's totally fried. Alright, so here's the new strut and strut mount. Duralast for the strut mount and Gabriel Ultra for the strut. So go ahead and get these new ones if you're doing the struts and it's been a long time, because these are going to be worn out too, and you don't want to do all this work just to get the new struts on and still have, you know, not ideal road quality from the new struts. So now we're just going to transfer the stuff from the old one to the new one. Here's our spring pad. Go ahead and put this on there. Transfer your boot. Take your bellow. And this bellow just slips on. Alright, so we take the old spring assembly off the other one. Slip it over. Over the top of that strut. And there's actually a little part where the spring was seated before. You can tell where it was seated because there's a little indentation on that, on the new strut and the strut rubber part. So just line it up with that. Go ahead and grease this up, this new strut mount. This one over. Came with a new nut, so go ahead and just put that on. And once we get this tightened down, then we can start loosening up those spring compressors. Put your cap back on. Go ahead and start loosening that one. Remember to loosen them evenly. On each side, go back and forth so the tension's even. Alright, got it all loosened up. Now, just go ahead and pull these safeties out. Spring should come right off. Alright. Take your assembled strut. Slip it back in. Go up through the top first. So I went ahead and got the strut mount up through the top and started those 3 nuts. There we go. nut on. You just go ahead and tighten these down with your 19s. Get them good and tight. Check your torque specs. Move back up here. Strut mounts. Tighten these babies all down. Alright, go ahead and put the wheels on. Tighten all the lugs down with your 21mm. Alright, now lower down your vehicle. Alright, now since on this vehicle it's got aluminum wheels, you're going to want to go ahead and torque these down to about 75-80 foot-pounds. Alright, now when you got all the wheels torqued down, you're ready to go. And that's it. Thanks for watching Jonny DIY. Remember, keep doing it yourself. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you could, please. Thanks for watching.